Every decade quietly makes millionaires in specific sectors nobody was talking about at the start of that decade. Here are 15 trends that are already doing it right now. Not the ones your feed is telling you about, the ones your feed is not telling you about, and the rule for what to do with them. For the next 10 minutes, I'm walking you through all 15. In 3 buckets: quiet demand trends, skill-based trends, and behavioral trends nobody has named yet, plus the one hard rule at the end, the rule that decides whether you make money on any of them, or just add them to a list of things you are going to look into later. Start with the filter, because it changes what belongs on this list. 3 tests. 1. Real money has to be already moving into the trend, not projected. Already visible in specific companies, specific jobs, specific transactions. 2. It has to be small enough that a young guy without capital can still position for it, not the trends where the winning bets were already made in 2015. 3. It has to keep going for at least 5 more years. Real, not fashion. 15 trends pass all 3. Here they are. Bucket 1. Quiet demand trends. Trend 1. Aging populations everywhere in the developed world. The demographic wave is not going to reverse this decade. Every service and product that helps older people live better is going to have more demand than supply for the next 20 years. Not just healthcare, the whole care economy, home services, downsizing help, elder-friendly tech. This one is the biggest single trend on the list, and it is the most underinvested category relative to its size for the whole decade ahead. Trend 2. Energy retrofits. Every building built before the 2000s is going to get retrofitted for efficiency over the next 20 years. Insulation, heat pumps, solar, windows. This is not sexy work. It is quietly funded, and it is going to keep funding through several political cycles because the math forces it. Trend 3. Small business software. Millions of small businesses still run on paper, spreadsheets, or nothing. The specific vertical software that automates one industry, and dentists, HVAC, landscapers, one-truck operations, is being built now and quietly making founders wealthy. The money is not in horizontal tools, it's in one specific industry deeply. If you pick one industry and build the software the guys already in it wish they had, you're on a decade-long tailwind. Nobody is trying to eat this from a bigger competitor. The market is fragmented on purpose. Trend 4. Water. Fresh water is going to be one of the century's biggest quiet stories. Every industry that treats it, moves it, filters it, or reduces the amount needed is on a long tailwind. Almost nobody your age thinks about water as an investment or a career area. That is exactly why it's on this list. Trend 5. The care economy adjacent to aging. Not just elder care directly, but behind the entire ecosystem around it. Transportation, finance for older people, legal services around estates and healthcare directives, meals, companionship. Every one of those is a real business someone is building right now that will still be building a decade from now. That's 5. Bucket 2, skill-based trends. Trend 6, AI-adjacent verification work. The specific skill of catching AI's mistakes is going to be one of the highest paid work categories over the next decade. Every industry needs it. Almost nobody is training for it deliberately. The people who learn to see through AI output will be paid a premium. Where it's confidently wrong, where it's subtly biased, where it's just made up. Paid a premium exactly because so few people can do it. This is the safest single career bet on the list. Trend 7. Physical skilled trades, plumbing, electrical, HVAC, advanced construction, precision work with your hands. Every one of these has decades of pent-up demand and a workforce retiring faster than it is being replaced. A 22-year-old who commits to one of these can be paid extremely well by his 30s, and cannot be replaced by any AI in his lifetime. The best-kept secret of the current decade is that the trades are quietly out-earning many white-collar jobs. That gap is going to keep widening. Trend 8. Cross-border service work. The internet is still the biggest arbitrage in human history. Selling your skill from a lower-cost country to a higher-cost one is a bigger opportunity now than 5 years ago, because the tools are better. If your local wages are stuck, this is your specific path out. Every year that passes with remote work becoming more normal, the door opens wider. You do not need permission from anybody to walk through it. Trend 9. Small audience creators, not big influencers, small audience specialists. 10,000 people who care intensely about the same thing you care intensely about will fund a real full-time income if you serve them well. The economics of small audiences got dramatically better this decade. Almost nobody has noticed. The tools for paid newsletters, paid communities, and paid teaching all matured at once. The 1,000 true fans math actually works now, and the number is closer to 5,000 than a million. Trend 10. One-person operations. The internet plus AI plus modern payment tools mean it is now possible to run a real business as one person. A software product, a media company, a service business, millions of dollars in revenue, one operator. That was impossible a decade ago. Now it's a whole category, underappreciated, halfway through the trends. 10 down. Notice something. None of these 5 skill-based trends require a degree. Everyone requires a specific commitment and a few years. That's the trade. The market pays a premium for the specific commitment, exactly because so few people make one. Bucket 3. Behavioral and lifestyle trends nobody has named yet. Trend 11. Privacy tools. Everybody your age is quietly getting tired of being tracked. The tools that give people back their attention, their data, their inbox. Those tools are quietly making founders wealthy and will keep doing so as the backlash grows. Small opening now, real market in 5 years. Trend 12. The boring investing renaissance. There is a quiet return to boring long-term index and cash flow investing after 2 decades of everything is a casino behavior. The advisors, tools, and content creators serving that returning audience are on a long tailwind. Everybody your age is going to want this in 5 years. Some of them already do. The market for calm, unglamorous, evidence-based financial content is quietly the biggest underserved audience in personal finance right now. Trend 13. Offline-first hobbies. The whole reaction against screen life is turning into an economy. Woodworking, pottery, gardening, home cooking at intermediate level, fitness that isn't gamified. The teachers, tool makers, and community builders in this space are making real money, and it's going to keep growing. Trend 14. Long-form audio. Podcasts, audiobooks, long-form video with headphones, all keep expanding. The audience is grown professionals and older kids, both willing to pay. The specific niches inside long-form audio are still small enough to enter and build inside. Trend 15. Quiet community networks. Small, paid, private online communities where the members know each other are quietly replacing what social media used to do. The people building those communities are quietly making a good living, and they will keep doing so as the mainstream platforms keep getting worse. This one is a slow cooking trend. It will still be growing in 10 years. If you have expertise or a specific angle on a small subject, this is where you monetize it in a way that doesn't require chasing an algorithm. So here's the callback. 15 trends. All already making people money right now. All still small enough to enter. all going to keep going for at least 5 more years. Here is the rule. Pick 2, same rule as our skills video. Pick 2, not 15. 2 trends deep, beat 15 shallow every time. The guys who made money in the last decade were on 2 or 3 quiet trends that nobody was tweeting about in 2015. Same playbook still works. You do not need to know which one wins. You need to pick 2, commit for 3 to 5 years, and not switch every time your feed shows you a new one. Nobody who did well over the last decade was scrolling for a new trend every month. They picked and stayed. That is almost the entire game. If this hit, subscribe. I make one of these a week. Practical stuff about how money actually works, no hype, no shortcuts,